Evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Watchalong. Uh, my name is Kev. Chris will be joining us in a bit. He's caught up with a few things at the minute. Chris will be on in a little while. But as it is at the minute tonight, we're going to be focusing mainly on the Serbia Switzerland game. We'll keep an eye on the other one as well, the Cameroon Brazil game. But the main focus tonight is going to be on Serbia against Switzerland. Last time these two faced each other in a tournament, it was proper tasty. So, anything could happen in this one. It'd be a real feisty affair. If you're in the chat, if you could hit the like button, subscribe, all that lovely good stuff. Evening, John. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Just going to quickly go through the teams at the minute, and the Swiss are lining up in the 4-2-3-1 with Kobel in goal, Vidmar, Akanji, Schär, and Rodriguez across the back. Freuler and Granit Xhaka as your holding centre mids, with a front four of Shaqiri, Sau, Vargas, and Embolo up front. And as it stands at the minute, the Swiss literally just have to draw or win will do them, as far as I know. Well, as the last few nights have shown, though, anything is possible in these games. Apart from Brazil, Brazil are automatically through. So any of the three other countries can qualify tonight. So it should make for an interesting night of world football. And if the last two nights are anything to show by, it will be. Serbia lining up in they've got it listed up here as 3-4-1-2, but look, we'll see how it goes. Milinkovic, Savic in goal. Got a centre back called Milinkovic. Velkovic, Pavlovic is the other centre back. Zivkovic, Sergei Milinkovic Savic, Lukic, and Kostic on the left side. Tadic in that free role, in that 10 role, and the two big boys up front in Mitrovic and Vlahovic. So they're going gung-ho. They need to. Serbia at the moment, bottom of the group, only on a point. Cameroon on a point. Switzerland on 3, and Brazil already qualified with 6. And quickly run through the other group. Cameroon, essentially, Cameroon have to go for it. They're going with Epise in goal after Onana was sent home, or packed his bags and went home, whichever way you want to look at this. Collins, Wuhu, Mbose and Tolo across the back, and Guisa and Kunde as your holding mids. Mbuemo, Chupamoteng, Nagmoelu on the left, and Abubakar up top. And Brazil have made a raft of changes for tonight. They've made 9 changes, with Ederson coming in goal, Dani Alves right back, Militao, Bremer, and Alex Telles at left back. Fabinho gets his first run out in the 6 with Fred next to him. Up front, they've gone for Anthony, Rodrigo, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still a serious side, but Brazil should have enough as long as their mentality is right to go and win that one. We'll see how it goes. But as it stands at the minute, both sides are just lining up now with the getting ready for the national anthems. And Neymar is sat in the dugout, behind the dugout, I think, watching on. I haven't seen any news about Neymar so far, to be honest. Good evening, Jake. How you doing? Good evening, Thomas Partey was a Uruguay player. Yeah, we'll definitely get onto that when Chris comes in. Evening, Kez. How's Toblerone today? Interesting. Thor, Archie, how you doing? Oshin, how are you? This is it. It's the final group game. The final one. I'll be honest, there's been a lot of surprise. I think what we'll do tonight, myself and Chris are on doing a review of the day tonight at 10. I think probably what we'll end up doing is just having a look back at the group stages as a whole and who's impressed, who's not. There was a lot of action in today's earlier games. There's a lot of drama as well. So loads to cover, loads to go through. But smash the like button, guys. We've still got to draw the competition winner from last night. That was the last one as well. There is no more. So as soon as we get into the games, myself and Chris will get synced up with Chris. We'll go back in time a little bit. And then we'll we'll do the draw for the hat winner, and we'll get Gav to sort that out in the week. Yeah, Ocean can't see Cameroon causing any drama against Brazil, so the winner in this one takes it all. It's this the one thing with the Swiss, they're very organized, they're very disciplined in their shape, they're very tough side to beat. And I guarantee you, the likes of Granit Xhaka and Shaqiri are right up for this. Like no other game possible. They are right up for this one. And when you got a Shaqiri in the side, he's capable of anything, especially in international football. Jake saying no team has 9 points from 9 so far. Brazil could be the first team to do it. It would be a statement, and it would be a massive kudos to the depth of the squad. And we all say that you look at that Brazil's lineup in the other game tonight, and it is a proper side. Dani Alves is probably the only one you'd say is you question, but the rest of them, there's some proper players in there. Even Bremer is only playing. He's playing his first competitive game tonight, but he's playing well with Juve. So just goes to show the depth in Brazil football at the minute. Cheers, Cav. Appreciate that, mate. I look at the. I be honest. I expected to see more countries do the 9 from 9. But to say that not one country has done 9 points just goes to show, I suppose, the depth across international football. Some sides are not as good as we thought they were, and other sides aren't as bad as what we thought they were. And the case in point, really, today was South Korea. I haven't seen the highlights. I've seen the goals, but I haven't seen the highlights. But that wasn't a bad Portuguese side that they pushed out. I'm hoping for more drama, Archie. Fingers crossed we do get a bit more drama. This game could be interesting, but the way that they're lining them up on the telly here, I'm seeing for Serbia anyway, they're putting Kostic in at left back, and if he plays as left mid in a back three, he plays as a left wing back, stroke left wing for his club side. So it's not alien to him. He can do that. What two teams do I think make the final? Joe, straight up, and I'm not just sitting on a fence or anything. I haven't sat and looked at the draw for the next round. I genuinely don't know. At the minute, France and Brazil look most likely to be the two best sides. Spain are still a good side. I don't care what anyone says. But I still think that you could end up in a situation where you've got 8 countries in the quarterfinals and you've got 8 big nations in the quarterfinals, and those games could be pick'ems. Anything could happen. But we're just doing the coin toss now, see who goes where. Yeah, Tadic is saying we're going to play from left to right, and it looks like the Swiss are going to be kicking off, I think. So what are we, about 2 minutes away? Yeah, we're about a minute away now from kickoff. But yeah, it's the last one of the group stages, man. This is coming around quick, isn't it? These 2 weeks have just flown by. Absolute shed load of football's been on. I mean, the 10 a.m. kickoffs were nuts. That was a long, long day. If you were sat at home, if you were off work or anything like that, and you were home for any period of time, it's great. But my God, I think we'll definitely see that. I think if it plays out how it should, France versus England will be interesting for sure. Milinkovic Savage brothers, and there is another Milinkovic in there as well. So there's 3 of them: a goalkeeper, centre back, and in fairness, Sergio Milinkovic Savage has had a really good tournament. He's looked really good. Proper animal of a player. Always linked with a move away from Lazio. Always priced out of a move for me. I'm surprised nobody come in for him, to be fair, but maybe it's just the case he's made it known he doesn't want to go. And we're off. We're away. Switzerland have kicked off, playing from right to left. knocking it around the back at the minute. Ball goes long early. Cross comes. It is Switzerland playing in white, isn't it? It is. And a shot in Bolo! Saved. Back in, saved again, and cleared. What a bright start for Switzerland. My days. Let's have a quick look at this a second. Scramble in the back. Shot came in on a deflection, just fell into. It was really good goalkeeping, to be fair. Milinkovic did really well. He come out early, closed it off, and Bolo really didn't have much time to pick anything out. But the Swiss are really on a rampage early on, having a right go at it. The other game has kicked off as well. Cameroon have the ball in the Brazil half, but it looks like Brazil have just turned it over. Trying to get a break on, but it's gone out for a throw. I'll keep an eye on the scores for that one. That would have been massive because is Rodriguez been around for another one who's been around forever and a day. You know, as reliable as the day is long when it comes to left back, he'll up and down that wing all day long, like, and usually has a bit of quality about him as well. He's a decent player. Shark knocks that one out for a throw in. I think the Serbs need to get a foot on the ball. I haven't been impressed with them at all in this tournament. They have all the talent in the world. They have two proper strikers, two proper nines playing tonight. So, all right, Auntie, how's it going? Just smash the like, please, guys. Really helps us out, gets us up the table on the stream for YouTube, so we get more people in the chat and all that. It'd be really good. As it stands at the minute, only a couple of minutes gone, but it's been a bright start for the Swiss. It's been lively. The other side at the minute, Brazil on the attack with Fred, but it's just gone out for a throw. I mean, there's a couple of places you'd look at this Brazil squad as well that are up for grabs. So there's players there going to need to be looking to put in a performance, especially in around centre mid. But has anyone sat down and worked out the permutations yet? Oh, and Bolo nearly nicks it again off the back. At the minute, Serbia have to win, irrespective. Serbia have to win. A win will do them, and that they'll go through with a win. As long as Brazil draw or win. I mean, things go right up in the air if Cameroon beat Brazil. Then they go through. Then you could see a right game here. You know, here's Tadic on the ball at the minute. Play it around. They're stretching the play out wide, but look at the two big boys in the middle. You know, if you're a centre back and you've got those two looking at you, you know you're in for a tough night. But Akanji, I think, has been really good for the Swiss this World Cup. Been really impressed with him. There's cross in from Kostic from Mitrovic. It's just cleared. Yeah, that's right, Oshin. Yeah. At the minute, it's Serbia have to win irrespective. I mean, ball's gone out, I think, for a corner. Yeah. Irrespective of anything else, Serbia have to win to give themselves any slight chance. The same with Cameroon. Cameroon have to win. But I think the difference is with Cameroon, they'll try and stay in the game as long as possible. Keep it 0-0 up to 70, 75 minutes and then go hell for leather. You know, that doesn't mean parking the bus, but it just means like they're not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater when they're attacking either. Just cross coming in. I think it's Kostic taking swinger, header, and it's gone wide. Is South for Switzerland. There's a lot of talk about him coming to the Premier League actually during the summer. Jibril Sow had a good season last season. Good solid midfielder as well. Good box to box midfielder. You know, but no one took a punt on him. Otto Addo has confirmed his resignation, by the way, and from Red's point of view, Klopp's agent has shut down any Germany speculation. Yeah. Look, I think Klopp has already stated that he's one of the, when he signs a contract, he's got to honor it. That's only bodes well for us. I don't think Hansi Flick is going anywhere, to be honest. I still think he's going to be in position for a good while yet. Early booking for Cameroon for a foul on Anthony. The booking's gone to Tolo. Still 0-0 in that one. 5 minutes gone. Kicked off a bit earlier, that one, I think. A couple of seconds, not much. Looks offside. Oh, he's still... I think if he'd have got to it, they'd have given it. There's a few, actually. Cody Gakpo for one, Jake. Jake's asking there if any player in the World Cup has taken a fancy to take a spot that I like the look of. Cody Gakpo is definitely one. Your man today playing for Ghana, Kudus. I've liked him for a while. I like him a lot, actually. I definitely think he could add something to our depth, to our squad depth up front. He's got all the talent in the world to become a real player. You know, but again, it's not just ability; it's availability. And all right, Dave, are you my man? Dara, both Dara, both. I like both of them. Doesn't mean you go for both, but I think both will end up in the Premier League at some point. Gakpo is looking more likely a target for Manchester United at the minute, and I think if you call the Gakpo, Manchester United come knocking on your door, they're probably the one club you go for, purely and simply because I think he starts for them. I don't think he starts for us. You know, but yeah, ideal world, you go for both. The other one I like the look of is Tyler Adams, currently at Leeds, but I think he's going to be one for Ron, you know, later on. Leeds ain't going to let him go mid-season for sure, but he's a bundle of energy. He's good on the ball. He covers an awful lot of ground, gets on the press really well, and technically he's a good footballer. And I don't think he costs the earth. You know, if you're looking for someone to come in and do a job in the squad as an eight, he wouldn't be the worst in the world. But he'd be one that would almost likely be a summer target. I mean, there's the obvious ones like the Bellinghams and what have you, yeah. But you know, if you're looking outside of those, there's a few players here that aren't doing themselves any harm in this tournament. And one of the Cameroon players tonight, I really like the look of him, and I'm amazed. And Anguissa used to be at Fulham, currently at Napoli. You know, I watched him at Fulham, and I was like, why the hell have Fulham spent big money on him? And for whatever reason, it just didn't work out for him. But you watch him for Napoli, and you're watching him again here tonight for Cameroon. He's a serious player. Like, he's a serious operator. It's just a case of, is he capable of making that move to a top Premier League club? I don't know. It's Tadic on the ball, looking to work his space. Kept it in. He's going to keep it. That ball is still in play, you know. That's still gone across the line. Gone out for a goal kick. Dara, I'd say Napoli would want in the regions, I'd say you're talking 65 million, you know, ballpark. And I don't think he's worth that. I wouldn't see him as being an automatic starter. I don't see him replacing a Fabinho. Let's put it that way. He's a good player, but he's not on that upper echelon level yet. But you know what I mean? This World Cup has shown that there are good players out there if you're with. But I think, see the likes of Estupiñán at Brighton, really good for Ecuador. You know, a really good player for Ecuador. It's Serbia on the ball. Cuts it. That's a nice cut back. He's going to have a dig. As a shot off the post! Off the post. Oh my days. Cut it on his left foot and just whipped it. I think it was Vlahovic that was looking to come in on the back of it, and it just bounced off him and into the keeper's hands. What an effort. Yeah, I'm fully convinced, Dara, that Milinkovic-Savic could have had a move anytime he wanted. It's just a case, maybe big fish in small pond. He's comfortable in his skin at Lazio. He likes being the big fish. And Lazio want savage money for him. They want crazy, crazy money. I mean, people throw banned figures around of 100 million here, there, and everywhere. The fact is, Paul Pogba is still the most expensive midfielder, I think, in world football at under 100 million pounds. It's very rare to see central midfielders go for anything north of 80 million. It doesn't happen. So, they're not strikers. And for the kind of midfield players that I think Klopp would be looking for is more your functional players. Good engine, reliable as the day is long, technically good on the ball. But you don't have to break your neck getting in beyond forwards for the kind of way we play. But you have to have energy and you have to have an engine. So, and for those kind of players, I don't think you need to be breaking the bank of like 80 to 100 million. You just don't need to. I think he's past his peak of value. I think Milinkovic-Savic is about that shot comes in off the post, off Mitrovic, and it bounces off Vlahovic into the keeper's hands. 11, nearly 12 minutes gone in the Cameroon-Brazil game, still 0-0. Not an awful lot happening. All pretty tame at the minute. But the thing is, I don't think Lazio are ever the kind of club that are ever strapped for cash. They don't spend massive money in the market. And any kind of a run they get in Europe, it's generally in the Europa League or sometimes in the conference. They might qualify for the conference league. They don't really challenge for the titles at any stage. That would make me question him. I'm literally, Archie, I'm flicking between the two. So Brazil are pretty much dominating the ball. And what I'm seeing of Fabinho is he's sitting in the 6, getting it and he's just played a lovely ball there over his shoulder out to Anthony. Anthony's doing his step over. He's just lost the ball, giving it away. Cameroon trying to break it out, and Fred's won it back on the height. Brazil have got a really good press on. And at the minute now, the way the two centre backs for Brazil are sat on the halfway line, and the other 8 Brazilian players are right up forward. They're really putting the pressure on Cameroon at the minute. I didn't see it, Ben. I was watching. I was watching the other game. To be honest, I didn't really. I was watching the Uruguay game. I seen the second goal from South Korea, but I haven't seen any extended highlights in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm the same, Oisin. I'm looking at the Liverpool players that are left involved in the World Cup, and it's like Fabinho is definitely one I'm looking through with, watching like that. Martinelli's just had a header tipped over the bar. It's gone out for a corner. Serbia are on the break again with Kostic. That's a foul. That's a booking. It is a booking. He's giving it. For Vidmar, can't do that. I think Darwin should definitely have got a penalty. Cavani definitely not. But the Darwin one, I mean, he comes across him to get the ball, and he got the faintest touch on the ball in his slide tackle, but he went through Darwin to get the touch. For me, that was the easiest penalty in the world to give. The one for Cavani, the 2 defenders are running in a straight line. Cavani is slightly ahead of him, Then he sticks his right leg across into the defender's path to initiate the contact and goes down. That one is never a penalty. They changed the rules literally to that is the dictionary definition of why they changed the rules. The Kudus penalty, initially I thought it was offside. I thought Ayew was offside for interfering with the goalkeeper's vision. But once that was shown as not offside, it was I think Kudus played for it 100%. But once the keeper goes to ground, he gives the referee a decision to make. But at the same time, the referee didn't give it on the pitch. Did the referee give it on the pitch? I can't remember if it was the referee gave it on the pitch and he confirmed it with VAR, or VAR told him to go and look at it. But I can understand why that one was given, to be honest, because as soon as the keeper goes to ground, he gives him a decision to make. Yeah, Darwin's been poor apart from today. He was good today, but he was poor for the other two games. But Uruguay were poor for the other two games. Really poor. Oh, I'm a big fan of VAR. Absolutely big fan of it. I'm just not a big fan of the clowns that are using it. The one thing I want to see from VAR is, and I want to see this rolled out across all leagues, I want to hear the conversation that the referee is having with the VAR official. And I want to hear the reasons why they're giving decisions. Then it's clear as day. Then it clears everything up. Yeah, they originally gave the offside, but when they put the line across, he was onside. It was marginal, but he was onside. So then the game carries on as if it was active because the referee didn't blow. Yeah, the Darwin pen is just one that once the referee doesn't give it on the pitch, he's not going to go and overrule himself. It's literally a case of if he believes that there was a touch and he saw enough of evidence to say, yep, the defender got a touch, he's got to back his own decision. He's not going to talk himself out of possibly getting a game further down the line in the tournament. It was a bad decision for me. I thought the referee in that game lost control early on and never got it back. He was a really poor official. I don't give a toss what FIFA do, Oisin. I think it's got to come from UEFA. At the moment, yeah, FIFA are prohibiting referees for that conversation from being broadcast. But the problem is the match broadcasters are hearing that conversation. So it's not a case that the technology isn't there. It's literally just a case of letting us as viewers hear that conversation play out. If they've nothing to hide, they've no reason not to let us hear that. And it clears up all of this, all of the questions. You can disagree with a decision all you like, but if you hear the reasons why a decision is given, yeah, that's all you can ask for. You can disagree with it all day long. You can call it, say it was wrong, but as ball comes in from Tadic is actually playing really well there. And it's Serbia looking really threatening just simply by having the two strikers, two out and out strikers at the pitch. Japan's second goal. I don't see the controversy, to be honest. The ball wasn't over the line. It wasn't over the line. It's simple as that. You know, the whole of the ball wasn't over the line. Curvature of the ball, it's still over the line. Every which way you look at it. I always found that funny, actually, with people. They looking at the cross comes in from. Oh, shift it. He's got to shift it. Shaqiri, shot goal. He's just done it again, isn't he? He has just done it again. When it comes to the World Cup, man, when it comes to playing international football, Shaqiri is just the kiddie. He's proper Johnny on the spot. And it's against the run of play, to be fair. They had a really good start, the Swiss. Opening minute. But other than that, it's been all Serbia. Serbia have been bossing it. But Shaqiri, there's Johnny on the spot. On his left foot, it just rolled right out to him. Lovely take on his left foot. Keeper should do better, to be fair. The keeper definitely should do better. See the replay over here now. Yeah. That's typical Shaqiri goal. Just tucks it into the near post. He just, deflection took it in. Yeah, deflection. It was deflected in. Keeper had no chance. But it was good play from Jibril Sow to tuck it out to Shaqiri. He had all the time in the world to see it, and he just whips his left foot around it. Deflection took the keeper out of the game. It was past it. LFC TV, how you doing, man? Please press the please smash the like button if you guys are new to the channel. It would be great if you could. Dennis, I'm watching it on RTE at the minute in Ireland, so I obviously can't show the game live on the channel. That's just not how this works, unfortunately. I can tell you what's going on, but I can't show you what's going on.
How do?
You missed a lovely goal from the Shaq.
Oh, I just saw it.
It's a nice finish. Tidy finish. How are you anyway? You good?
It's all right. I finished work 12 seconds ago. Hello.
How are you? Cheers, LFC TV. Nice one, my man. Thank you.
What time are you on, bud? I'm on 2039. 30.
Oh, I'm on 21:30. I'm on 21:30. I've just paused it there now for you.
21:30. Right, I'll show you at 21:30. I'll keep it on it.
It's on ITV4 in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got ITV1 with the Brazil game on. Yeah, it was a lovely finish by the Shaq, man.
Yeah. I'm just quickly looking over on the Brazil game. What are you on there?
21:20.
Oh, we're nearly there on that. I'm on 21:30, so 10 seconds.
Yeah,
so that's not too bad.
The laptop just seems to be a bit slow, a bit like me at the moment.
Oh, long day?
Very long day, yeah. So literally was all on time, and then I had to tweak something. I had to do something for work. I was like, oh, Christ. So can't be held, right?
Faco, how you doing?
Right, press play 21:30.
Okay, we're going. Serbia have to come out now. Serbia have to. I suppose the thing is with Serbia, they got to be careful. It's only 1-0. They have been the better side, and at 1-0, you're still in the game. I've had the game
on the background, so that puts Switzerland. Okay, so Serbia are bottom now, aren't they?
Yeah, but they were bottom coming into it.
Yeah,
as it stands at the minute, it's Brazil going through with.
Well, they were already through, weren't they? With 7 points.
Yeah, Brazil are through either way.
They just need the point to guarantee top spot, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine we get a repeat? We get a Cameroon winner. Brazil finished second. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Anything's possible.
Oh, did you watch the earlier games?
Yeah, we were just chatting about it earlier.
Yeah. He actually played quite well, Uruguay, but unfortunately for them, they left themselves too much to do.
Look, Uruguay should have been out of sight in that game. They had enough chances, despite the penalty decisions. They had enough chances in that game to win that comfortably, and they just over the 3 games they can't complain. They weren't good enough.
That's what's cost them.
As that.
Like a clinical edge,
Is Swiss are in again? I'll tell you what, he gets in front of the defender. There's contact, but minimal.
One thing I would say with Shaqiri, he does love the big stage for Swiss.
That's not a foul. Yeah. And so that's straight into the keeper.
Shaqiri's definitely one of those fellas. He's just a different animal when he gets international football. So some players just are like that for the country, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
like Divock was the opposite for us. He's just great for Liverpool. Then he's disappeared again.
Yeah.
I've also got my tea as well. My tea's just arrived as well, so I've got my pizza as well. That literally arrived.
So you're literally going to stuff your face off camera?
No, on camera.
No, you're not.
I can't eat on camera.
No, that's disgusting.
Oh, come on!
All I can hear is I'll be able to hear in my ears is chamming.
Oh no, I'll mute when I put something in my mouth. I'm not an animal.
I forget to see. But yeah, no. As it stands at the minute, look, Cameroon have to beat Brazil if they're to have any chance. Cameroon have to beat Brazil. As it stands, it's still 0-0. So
that Brazil
are on the attack here at the minute.
That Brazil away kit's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, I like it actually. Is Martinelli cross comes in, nothing on it.
He glides. But
the Switzerland game,
this one,
the Serbs have to win. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, Ben Ebbett's right. Uruguay made a mistake trying to shut up shot with 25 to go, thinking Portugal would win or get the 1-1. Yeah, they did. They probably should have made sure they should have made sure they got a 3 or 4 goal lead. Archie's telling me to take my teeth. I don't know what he means.
You are getting on in years now. It's not. There's no problem with having false teeth and dentures. It's not uncommon.
It is when you're young. It is when you're a young man like me.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Oh, that was really clever.
That's why I do shows you, Kev. You make me young.
I make everybody young on this channel, man.
Did you have a draft last night?
I did, yeah. It was a good laugh. Matt is a sadist, but
it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because of the questions you can hear. Go,
I know crap.
You're like, I know that one. What have you got?
I need you to give me a number between 1 and 6.
Between 1 and 6.
Yeah.
I'll go with number 5. Ibu's number, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Liverpool women's captain's number 5 as well. D5. So let's go with 5. Centre back.
Right.
Centre back's Union.
Yeah. The winner from the competition last night. The winner is chat's name is Clavan. So if Clavan is in the chat at the end of tonight's show, then Clavan will get the prize.
Cool. Is that one of the beanies?
Yeah, that's the last one.
I said Matt's questions of fairness.
Oh, goal! Serbia!
Oh!
What a beautiful goal from Mitrovic. That's a proper striker's goal.
He's pumped up there, isn't he?
Yeah, beautiful cross from Tadic. And he just floats it in. Mitrovic meets this and absolutely stuffs it into the far corner. It's a great goal.
He's another one who's ridiculous in international football as well. His record for Serbia, his goal score record is ridiculous.
Yeah. No, Thomas, yeah, you're dead right, mate. Ghana and Uruguay can't have any complaints. They had a really good. I think Mohammed Kudus is absolutely brilliant. That's just a brilliant.
Oh, that's a great header. That's a great header.
I love goals like that. I absolutely love goals like that.
I agree with Oxen. Akanji's not seen him come behind that. But to be fair, that's a difficult header. That.
Yeah.
Oh, game on. Oh, we got a repeater last night. Last night was brilliant. I was hoping for another repeater last night. That was amazing.
Right, 27 minutes gone. Serbia won. Switzerland won. And Cameroon 0. Brazil 0. So it's as you were in this group now.
Yeah.
With Serbia still needing a win. At the moment, Switzerland are still going through. So, yeah, Oshie Akanji lost him. It was brilliant striking play. And the cross to find him was just weighted perfectly. The power was on the cross. All he had to do was get his head on it and direct it properly. And he did. He generated more power onto the header. So it's a lovely, lovely goal. I love goals like that. Just seeing another booking for Pierre Kunde in the Cameroon game. Yeah, they're racking them up now, Cameroon.
I think the referee was pointed about 3 or 4 places. I think that's totted up. That was more of a totted up because the actual foul was
it's just a innocuous shove in the back.
Yeah.
But it's a free kick from outside the box. You wonder if Dani Alves fancies a crack from there.
Did you like Darwin's yellow? I love Darwin's yellow.
Yeah. You can leave that snide crap playing for Uruguay. You don't want to picking up bookings like that for handbags when he comes back to Liverpool.
Well, it wasn't handbags. It was
stupidity. It was a stupid booking.
It was scraping the pen spot.
Yeah, exactly. It was stupid. You're not going to gain an advantage from it. You're just going to get yourself a booking. And find later on in the game, if you need a decision to go your way, you'll probably piss the ref off and you won't get it.
I think so. A lot of players do it. And most get away about the booking as well. Yeah,
it's just if you're seen, you're always going to get booked. And with VAR now, you're not going to get away with it. It's Kostic again. Taking on Vidmar's on a booking, so he can't do anything.
VAR had a funny game in the Uruguay because I felt it was a pen on Darwin, but I thought your man who scored 2 of them was a lucky boy to stay on the pitch.
Who was that?
Your man, number 10, the fellow whose name.
I'll tell you his name is Darius. Diarra.
That's him. You play with, but at 2-0, he's lucky boy with that stamped down.
I don't think it was a stand. I think he just planted his foot. It was just.
I think he knew exactly.
Your man that came in for the tackle was just an awkward. It was like he.
I still can't work out what the didn't give the Darwin penalty because something got a touch, but he's gone through him to get touch. I thought first they thought it was a handball in the build. It was like okay, fair enough, but they've said no, it's not. That's just said he got the ball first, but he went through him. So look, it ended up being quite a crucial decision that
it did, but
he's in. He's in.
No, it's just gone wide. Shaq asking for a corner.
Yeah.
Has he slimmed down a bit, muscle-wise?
Yeah, he doesn't look as big, does he?
No, he doesn't. I think he's lost a lot of his muscle bulk. He's onside here.
Yeah.
He's onside. Let's have a look and see what he's claiming for. It's a lovely touch.
Oh, he said he got took out after the shot.
It was a high... I'll tell you what, they'll look at this, because that's a high foot. That studs are up, and he caught him.
Nope.
But once the shot is away, it almost feels like you can snap someone's leg in two. As long as the shot goes away, you're not going to get done for it. But yeah, I mean, the second one I don't think is controversial at all. The Cavani one. Cavani's put his foot across the run of the defender.
Oh no, I meant the Nunes one. The Cavani one was just he was looking for
desperation.
And if he looks in, you get it. Just that was just trying to look that one.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't think that one was. I mean, the shot right near there was at Gomez. It's a cracking save by the keeper, the Ghana keeper. Trying to put it low in the corner. It's a really good save because it was one of those ones you think, oh, that's going to sneak in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's been a bit indifferent in America, hasn't he, Shaqiri? Because he didn't play a lot in his first season. I think he picked up a lot of.
I think a lot of people think that playing in the MLS is easy. That's a foul. That's going to be a free kick on the.
Yeah. Well, I think
he's not giving it.
Well, Shaqiri had the same problem at Liverpool, which was he kept picking up calf injuries, and he kept missing 4 or 5 games. I think that's why there was a bit of pressure because big money signing for them.
I can't believe he didn't give that foul on Sal.
Surely somebody in this Cameroon game's been booked twice now.
That's Collins Afai. That's the fullback.
He misses the next game now. If they get there.
Yeah, it's a booking. It is a booking.
It's a booking. It's definitely going to be a red in that game, isn't there?
Yeah. And I think the thing is with Cameroon have to win, but they just don't look like they're getting they don't look like they're getting a sniff at the minute. But half hour gone, 1-1. At the minute, Switzerland are happy enough, but at least they're going for it. They don't look like they're going to shut up shop. And Serbia, down the left-hand side, are always looking likely. You know, they're looking dangerous down that left. Mitrovic has found Granit Xhaka, comes across back out into the right. He's got to cut in on his left foot. Cross comes in. A bit too deep.
Oh, he nearly got it back in.
Yeah, a bit too deep. Free kick in the other game.
Danny Alves to take. Danny Alves takes back as old as you, Nico.
Yeah, not quite. Danny Alves got about 10 years on. I've got 10 years on him.
Oh, it's more.
No, 11 years. I've got 11 years.
Oh, miles over.
It's just over the top. Over the top.
He's not quite Neymar, is he?
I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that he's 39 and still playing at the standard that he's playing at.
Oh, yellow card, Dave.
What's going on here? Booking for Vargas.
Vargas. Xhaka's not happy. Nothing new there, then. 2 great Brazilians there, Roberto Carlos and
Cafu, is it?
No, Ronaldo.
Oh, it's Ronaldo's, huh? Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the Serbia-Switzerland game, to be honest. The Brazil game, actually, with the amount of changes they've made and the state of the game the way it is, I don't think much is going to happen there unless it's completely against the run of play. I'm just looking at the tackles going in. I'm hoping that Fabinho doesn't get hammered.
At least he's got some minutes. The one benefit Uruguay going out now is at least Darwin can get a little bit of a break and then come back to Liverpool and do some training before the season starts.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they'll need a proper break. They do, 100%. That's a nice touch inside.
Oh, nice goal. Nice goal. Vlahovic. That's a nice
on
finish.
His left peg, and
Switzerland a bit like statues watching, though, weren't they?
I want to see the highlights again, but that was out of nothing. It was well taken finish on his left foot into the opposite corner. So Keeper had absolutely no chance.
Vlahovic playing for his move somewhere else outside of Italy.
Outside of Juventus, for sure.
There were plenty of clubs after him.
That's his 10th goal for Serbia.
First in the World Cup. He's shushing someone. Terrible back pass. Picks it up. Nice cut inside. Actually does the keeper foot-wise, doesn't he? Keeper's so flat-footed there.
It was a poor touch. It was a poor pass looking for him, and he was helped out. I think it was Xhaka on the ground. Was it Xhaka or Freuler?
Does well.
But he was helped out by that touch from the Swiss midfielder that just put it into his path. Lovely finish. Lovely finish.
All change again. Serbia now got. Oh, that's great. This Kev every 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, as it stands at the minute, Serbia are through, and it would be completely against the run of the group, really, because they have been poor.
Yeah, but I suppose with Mitrovic and Vlahovic, you've always got a chance.
But this is the first time that they've been able to
start
both
together.
Of them. Yeah. Like that.
What's that?
Dani Alves. Now you would never get in an England side. He can't defend. He can't defend now. He's 39.
Yeah. I like how Mr. Devil doubled down and said he's worried about Trent still for England, starting in a big game. But then he's like, but he'd start for France or for Spain or for Germany. Well, if he'd start for them, then maybe he's not as bad as you're making out.
But then all that is telling me is that you have whatever trust you don't have in Trent, you have absolutely none in your own centre-backs.
Correct.
But if that's the hill he wants to go down on, that's the hill he wants to go down on. And that's
gets him his clicks, gets him his notoriety, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like with the Japan goal, he retweeted the angle that everyone saw at first, which looks like it's out. But then when they show the angle it shows it's in, doesn't want to know.
That's a lovely ball by Granit Xhaka out into the wing. He's got a...
what's he doing? First time. Oh, that's going to sting.
Pavlovic absolutely does. He took that one straight on the nut as well.
It bounced up like it was nothing.
Yeah, he definitely took that straight on the nut.
He proper cracked him there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's definitely bad feeling between these two.
What, Switzerland?
Switzerland and Serbia. 100%.
Number 19 for Cameroon has just took out Martinelli. He tackled him so well his boot came off. Not quite the 1990 one where the guy's boot flies. Not that sort of level, but still, it was quite funny.
Ball across looking for Rodriguez.
Okay, now.
It was the right ball, couldn't get it under control, but that is always on for Swiss. That ball across the box or across the pitch, that switch of play.
He's a good player.
It wasn't on his head. He took it on his shoulder.
I wonder that's why he bounced up. I'm sure if that had the head, he wouldn't have got up from it for at least a minute.
Yeah. Zinkovic with the long throw. He's been decent, off the right hand side. Cuts in on his left. He's got a good left foot on him.
Martinelli with only one boot on, just headed over.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's to do with the Albanian link or it's to do with the breakup of the former Yugoslavia. And I think it's more to do with... didn't
these two play each other?
It might be Kosovo.
Didn't these two play each other? Didn't these two play each other in the Euros? I remember Shaqiri scored late, and it was quite a bit of bad blood in that game.
Yeah, I think it's to do with the fact that Shaqiri is Kosovan.
Oh, okay.
And Xhaka is Kosovan as well.
Oh,
And
right, okay.
it's still a disputed region
Right.
to this day, yeah. But it's definitely Kosovo related, and it's definitely deep-seated. At the last one, it was to do with, I think, Shaqiri wore the Kosovan symbol on his boots. Yes, Mitrovic, that did go out off use, or Tadic, that did go out off use.
But he also did his goal celebrate is like a bird symbol, wasn't it?
Yeah,
which I assume
exactly. Yeah, national anthem.
Because I remember when he did that, there was a right royal kickoff after that, so I assume that was what it was related to.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good first half. This, even when I wasn't on,
it's been a good game. It's been a good game. It's been end to end.
Yeah, even when I was on the phone for work, I was still watching this. It's all really open as well, which is what you want.
Yeah. I mean, they look like they're defending in a back four. It's almost like 4-5, a 4-2-3-1 when they're defending. One of the two strikers drops into a number 10 role. And the right mid drops into a right back.
Yeah.
You know, but when they're attacking, it's back three. It's like a 3-4-1-2 with Tadic in a free role. And he's ended up out on the left.
Tell you what, though, with Germany going out and with Belgium going out, probably not. It's not been a bad day for Man City, I suppose, is it? Because now Gundogan and De Bruyne actually get some proper rest. Because you would have expected Belgium, especially, to get deeper in the competition than they did.
There's a few countries like I was going to say tonight when we look at 10 o'clock, we look back on the group stages and just have we'll just have a chat about everything to do with it. To be honest,
yeah, and
just go through it.
I'll have a little chat about what's the knockout
and what's to come.
Knockouts literally start tomorrow, don't they? Because I'm missing. I know I'm missing one of them on Sunday because I'm at the women's game Sunday.
Who have they got on Sunday?
West Ham at home.
All right.
Who are? I think they're on 12 points. To be fair to Paul Konchesky, and I know he's not a popular fellow in Liverpool. Like he's done really well with West Ham women because he came in quite late and they had a massive turnover of players. So I think there were early predictions for having a struggle for relegation. But to be fair to him, they've done really well. So it'll be a tough game, but it's a game they could get a point.
Ball into him, Bolo looking,
yeah.
Yeah. Embolo has to do better there. If you're gonna lay it off, you gotta find your man.
Definitely.
You know,
doesn't he play for Uruguay?
Serbia is still leaving two up front. You know, even they want to. They've probably taken a look at what happened earlier, and they do not want this coming anywhere near down to goal difference.
Definitely not.
Okay, Ben. Nice one, man. Cheers. The celebration was both for Albania and Kosovo because they were both born in an Albanian region of the old Yugoslavia.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I knew it was to do with it was Kosovo. I didn't know about the Albanian link as well. So
yeah, I can honestly say I was probably quite ignorant to most of it, to be honest.
No, I remember that conflict only too well. Unfortunately.
Go on.
Here's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Plenty in the box. Poor cross. And he's better than that. He is much better than that. And there's Tadic again. That's Tadic in that number 10 role. And he's really good there. He's got the freedom of the park.
Rodriguez, he's always expected to do one of those big moves, wasn't he? Never quite came off in the end, did it?
No. I think he was last time. I know he was at Torino. I don't know if he's still there. Here comes Switzerland again. Freuer. Looking for Sau. Out to Shaqiri. Ball comes across and Bolo!
Oh, nice goal.
Hey, Bolo!
Game on. He's an
2-2.
He's an absolute unit as well, isn't he, in bowler?
Yeah, he's another one. His career went, it was flying a couple of years ago and it just stopped. But he's flying again at the minute. He's not that old. I'd say he's probably in his early 20s.
I'm going to Google it now. I feel like he's one of those players that's been around for ages, but is not as old as you think.
Yeah.
25.
25, yeah.
So he's 26 in Feb.
Where's he playing at the minute? Is it? I know he's
Monaco.
in the Bundesliga.
No, he's at Monaco.
He's at Monaco now.
He was at Borussia Dortmund and he moved to Monaco this season. Seven goals and 15 for him.
He's on side there. It was a really well worked goal. Lovely ball in.
Yeah, because he was linked to a few big clubs moves, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And ball as well. Another one.
It's a lovely ball. Poor defending. I mean, you can't be having a number 9 with that much space in the box. It was a lovely ball in across, lovely pace on it, and lovely finish. 2-2. Minute to go in the first half. And Switzerland are currently going through. Love this. This is going to be a proper game, this one.
I'd love Cameroon to score, you know.
Yeah. Still no sign of Clavin in the chat, so...
Oh, no.
If he ain't here by the end of the game tonight, we'll pick it again at the end, because I want it... I need to double check, actually.
Ooh! Martinelli again. I think he's the most likely one to score at the moment in that Brazil game. I tried to have a keeper's throw. He probably makes a bit of a meal of it, to be honest.
Chris, I'm going to need you to take over for a bit. I've got to make a quick phone call.
No problem.
I'll be back in a little bit.
No problems. Right, so back to Swiss and Serbia game. Switzerland, Akanji's got the ball at the back here. I think we're going to play out for time. There's only 2 minutes left. So it's over at the right back. Plays it down the wing. Looking for Shaqiri. Nice touch. No, sorry, Fowler. Shaqiri's got it now. Looks to cut inside. Too heavy. Goal kick, and that should be all she wrote, really, for this half. He looks absolutely wiped out, the Switzerland coach there. I think he's had enough. Sorry, Serbia coach, not Switzerland coach. So, what we do, final scores, and what we... Chris, have your food now? Yeah, it should be food while Kev's not looking. It's not good content you watching me munch away, so no, I'll sort my food out in a minute. So, what we think? What we thinking then? Do we think it stays like this, or are we expecting some madness like we had last night? And if you watched the show last night, who did you think had the best team for the draft we did last night? I think mine was fine going forward. Defensively was not the greatest. Oh, Cameroon have just nearly scored. Great save by Edison. That would have put the cat amongst the pigeons. Keep this up the second half. We'll have 3 brilliant watch-alongs in a row. Yeah, I hope so. Hope so. It's great when it's like this, when it's all something to play for. Nothing worse than when the third game's a bit of a dead rubber because you want something to happen. I'll just put madness, so I'm hoping that means someone scored. Oh, so... Right, I think that should be it for half-time, I think. Yep, that's half-time in the Serbia-Switzerland game, 2-2. So as it stands, Switzerland are going through. Just re-showing the save again. It's a really good save by Edison. You know, it's a good header. I think the bounce helps him, luckily. Awesome. Right, so half-time. As it stands, Brazil and Switzerland will be going through to the next round, which is all good. Ben, your defense is shot, Chris. Your games are going to be 4-5, 6-7, 6-3. Yeah, it's very much Brendan Rodgers or Klopp's first season. It's just a lot of Norwich 5-4s. You know, that's kind of how it fell, unfortunately, because I got done over with me midfield. In hindsight, when I was given refills, I should just took Clavin. But the front three was all right. Mane, Salah, and Luis Diaz. We only saw it for 6 months, but you know that front three was all right. I think Emmett probably had the best back four, I would say. I think he had the best back four. I think Kev's midfield was quite tasty as well. But look, they're always good fun. I mean, fair to Matt, he did a lot of hard work with that because some of those questions were absolutely ridiculous. And it's amazing when you think about great goals for Liverpool, you forget who passed the ball to the goal scorer. As we discovered last night, could not think of half the assist people, but I like stuff like that. So, from what you guys have seen so far, then, who is your money on for the World Cup at the moment? Who's impressed you? Who's been like not been great? Calvin's here. You're looking for me. We are looking for you, my friend, because I drew number 5, and apparently you were number 5. So it looks like you have got the beanie. So I'll save your comments, and what we'll do is when Kev comes back, we'll sort out how we're going to get the beanies here. So congratulations, Glavin. You've got our new beanie, which is all great fun. MC Brazil, only because they have a sexy specimen, Alisson Becker. Especially keeps that tash, to be honest. He keeps his Rick Rude tash. That's all you need. Kitty96, both football games are at half time. They are. Calvin's really made up. He's got his bobble out and he's done a Father Christmas emoji. Can't complain. Anyone remember the Leighton Orient documentary? Chris taking and you can bring your dinner, seriously. I've not seen that one. Something similar was like that. I think when Blackpool were in the Premier League, they still had to wash their own kits and stuff like that, which was seen as a bit of an oddity. Anything to save money. Yeah, to be fair, Ben, Australia have been really impressive because I think them and Morocco are two countries you wouldn't expect to get to the knockout stages. So it's always good to see when you see a few surprises like that. There have been a few surprises in this World Cup. I think there have probably been a bit too many drab 0-0 draws, but luckily a lot of them with the early kickoff, so most of us could miss them. And so in terms of the fave, so the clubs that was thought to be favourites, Spain looked very good in the first game, won 7-0. They were good for an hour, I would say, against Germany, but then I think they struggled with Germany for the last half an hour, and they weren't great against Japan. I think Japan sort of caught them on the hop, and they looked like they had nothing to give once it was 2-1. It wasn't like they were settling for a 2-1. They definitely wanted to finish top of their group, even though in hindsight, finishing second isn't the worst, I would say, because the run on paper looked a little bit easier for them. But anyone else? Anyone else you sort of thinking have been better than you would thought they would be, or anyone you think has been horrific, but have still qualified for the next round? Portugal have been, I think they've been okay. I think they've kind of done enough on all the games. Probably still haven't been overly impressed with them. Also, England could well do it if they beat France. They're in their way to the final with Brazil, in my opinion. I think that's the big one for England. I mean, assuming they get past Senegal, and Senegal have been, decent, but England on paper should beat them. I think you're right, Ben. I think England have been solid because I think they caught Iran on the hop and made them pay for it. They were clinical against Wales. They were very tired against USA. I think they were probably a bit too negative as well. Chris, can we all admit Uruguay have been a major letdown? Yeah, they have. We all, probably in hindsight, there's too many players. It was a game too far for them. It didn't play to any of their sort of strengths. Germany look like they're about to start the next reboot of their squad because they should just build this team around Musiala, who's just ridiculously good. But it looks like that's probably Neuer's last World Cup. So maybe is it Ter Stegen's time? Let's see. Can France and Spain meet in the final? I genuinely do not know. I'm sure somebody in the chat will tell me in a minute. Also, Denmark flopped hard. Can't believe they finished bottom. Just had nothing up front. Eriksen, Damsgaard did nothing up front. Very poor. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think a lot thought Denmark would do better than they had. But I think Kev and Gav put that in their preview. Their only concern with Denmark was probably a lack of forward options, I would say, because they haven't got anyone who's like a real consistent goal scorer. Ben Spot, I like Argentina. They are starting to walk. Yeah, I think so. I mean, on another day, they still should be beating Saudi Arabia, but I mean, on another day, they should have been a 4-0 at half time, but they just panicked. I think at 2-1, they just looked like they completely panicked, but they've done enough to get things done. I still think there are question marks around them defensively, but we'll have to see how they go. Also saying they can meet in the semis, so there we go. So it looks like we can't have a France-Spain final, but we could have a France-Spain semi-final if results go for them, which will be that'll be a hell of a game, the France-Spain one. In terms of players who, apart from the obvious ones, who sort of stood out for you, who you've been really impressed with, I did like for Uruguay, the number 10. I thought he's looked pretty impressive. If you have the England hat on, Bellingham I think had two really good games. He's probably a bit quiet in the middle game. Yeah, Gakpo's been 3 and 3, so you can't really complain with that. You know, he's done everything. He's done everything you can do for them. I still think that's probably a thing with the Dutch. You go in, it's Gakpo and probably Depay. Is that enough firepower? I would say to get you far in the tournament. I think that's the question, because over the years, you know, we've seen some other Dutch sides where they've had Van Persie's, they've had Bergkamps, they've had Nistelrooy's. They probably don't have, in my opinion, that out and out number 9 yet. But listen, I could be wrong. Ben, I think High Name is a Dutch player. Yep. So all looking good at the moment. So just showing the highlights now. Nothing too exciting. Brazil dominated Cameroon, but Cameroon had a good chance right at the end of the game. Austin saying potentially Argentina and Brazil in the other semi-final if things go to plan. Yeah, you can imagine that, those semi-finals. Argentina, Brazil, and then the other side, France versus Spain. They'd be quality then. Ben saying De Jong has been playing well. The Dutch side is more settled side than it's had in a while. It is, and I thought midfield-wise they might struggle a little bit, you know, losing a Gini Wijnaldum to injury, because you know, he's a different animal when he plays for Holland. You know, he's a out-and-out goal scorer for them, but can still do the dirty work. But look, they have coped really well not having him. I suppose we've talked about Euro having disappointing and Denmark. So I suppose the big one's Belgium. You know, they're probably past their peak, but you would expect Belgium to get out of the group they were in, and they just look completely devoid of everything. I mean, you know, they were lucky to get the win against Canada, but they probably should have won the last game because with the chances they missed. Okay, let's see what time we got now. Right, we're about 3 minutes away from the second half. Evening, Tom Boland. How are we? What time do you call this? You're almost as late as me. I'm not saying something. Showing the highlights here. Nothing exciting there. So as it stands, Brazil are top with 7 points. Switzerland are on 4. Cameroon are on 2. Serbia are on 2. But as we've seen with this, one goal changes it all. I'm hoping for a Cameroon goal, just because then it'll make Brazil panic a little bit about will they still get top spot. Right, hopefully Kev's going to be back in a minute, because we're going to have to start the second half without him. So listen, guys, 10 o'clock tonight, it's me and Kev again. And what we're going to do is we'll do a bit of a review of all the groups, you know, any surprises, players, games, you know, so, you know, join in, give us your opinions on that, and we'll probably have a little look at some of the games for the weekend, just to see what we're going to do. And I don't know what watch-alongs we're doing over the weekend, or if we're doing them next week. So, you know, hit the bell icon, and then you can see where we go from there. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that. That'd be much appreciated. It helps the channel out and get to see more of this good stuff. Tariq, could it be that other countries are just catching up as their players are getting more and more experience in top levels around the world? I definitely think that's a factor. Because when you look at some of these other countries now, you are seeing, like, you know, when you look at them, you go, he plays in Bundesliga, or he plays in Italian league, or he plays in Spanish league. And I think that helps. Always helps. Tobo Faisler, I see Kev has quit. Well, to be fair to Kev, I only came to stream 15 minutes into the game, so, you know, he's getting his own back on me now. So I'll have to do that. Doing a watch along for the Aussie game. I don't know yet. We'll have to speak to Gav. Gav's the boss. It's also who's available this weekend. So all I'll say is keep your eye on social media, and we will inform you as we go. But tomorrow's games are, let's have a look. So we've got Netherlands against USA, and we've got Argentina, Australia. And then Sunday, we have got France, Poland, England, Senegal. So they're the first 4 games that we've got there. MC Kev's on strike. Gav will give him the new contract. Yeah, he's trying to get himself a pay rise. Chris, we need some Dubai Cup watch-alongs. God, we'll have to see. I mean, the first one I can't do because it's on the same time as a women's game. So I definitely there. I think the problem with these are, Jake, is that I think they're at 3 PM. So most of the lads, including me, are in work. Are in work for the second one's midweek. So I think we're going to struggle to do a watch along, unfortunately, unless Gav is available. But look, like I said, we'll keep an eye on socials. If we can do one, I'm sure we will. Netherlands USA might be an interesting watch, Hosen. It could be because USA have been decent. They're well organised. They've got great pace in the break, and as I said before, Dutch are more settled and they've got again pace. So yeah, it could be an interesting game. Erika, I always said, this game is the most entertaining one by far. Yeah, Switzerland Serbia has been good. I've enjoyed it actually because at least we're seeing two teams going for it. You're not seeing the Swiss sitting back going, look, a draw duels. Let's just go for that. Like Kev mentioned, one of the earlier games today and yesterday is now making countries realize sitting back and hoping for the draw is probably not the best way now because it keeps too many countries keep getting caught out. Ben, USA have a good defense, but without Pulisic, they don't have goals in them. Yeah, because I don't know, Ben. Maybe is Pulisic definitely out for the weekend? Because if he is, that's a big loss for them. MC saying, are Arsenal's women very good, or is there a better team than them? I'll probably say in the WSL, I would still edge Chelsea as the better side. I think, but it's between them and Chelsea, I would say, for the top two in England. City are getting back there. I think they're in just a little bit of a mini cycle of just tweaking up. Man United have been steadily improving. I mean, the best side at the moment in women's football is still Barcelona, and Lyon are always there and thereabouts. But Arsenal are very good. The big loss for Arsenal is they've just lost their Beth Mead, has unfortunately tore her ACL and is in a race now for the next year's World Cup. So, but no, having seen Arsenal up close, I think they beat Liverpool within a 2-0. They were excellent. Some of the interplay and the pace out wide was absolutely ridiculously. So, yeah, Arsenal women are very good. I would probably say Chelsea are just a little bit better, but not much in it at the moment. So I think it's between them two. I think who'll win the league this year. But we'll see. I've been wrong many times, and I'm sure that habit won't change.
Yes. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. I was just on the phone to my granddaughter. So yeah, no, I'd usually speak to her on the Friday evenings, and she literally rang me at about 7:05, saying that she wasn't very well and she was going to bed early. So I'd quickly ring her back before she went to sleep.
So basically, me and the chat have had a discussion, and we've agreed that we're doing weekend watch-alongs, and you're going to do them all, and you're also going to do the Dubai Cup. I said you'd be all right with that.
Yeah, why not? I got nothing better to do with my life.
Yeah, they said, "Could I do?" But I'm busy, so they said, "Just you."
Yeah, you have a social life. I don't. No.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Premier League, it's a different kettle of fish, because the one thing that I did over the last couple of months, look, this cost of living crisis is biting everyone. I got rid of Sky and I got rid of BT. And I honestly think if you're going to do that kind of content, you need access to a steady, guaranteed feed for it. But if it's something that people want, genuinely, right? If it's something that people want, if people want watch-alongs like for Premier League and the cups and stuff, just email Gav and message Gav and say if you want it, and I'm sure we can get it done. It's not a problem, but it's a different kettle of fish doing it for the World Cup because there's nothing else on at the minute. But if you guys want it for the Premier League, then just message him and ask and just tell him you want it, and we'll make it happen for sure.
Oh, by the way, somebody appeared while you were away.
Oh, excellent, Kevin.
I've explained the good news that they've won the beanie, but I thought I don't actually know what the process to get the beanie.
Well, what happens is Gav will deal with all of that. Gav will get his contact information off of his comment from Twitter, comment from
YouTube.
Or if you email, is it lfcdt@gmail.com or lfcdaytrippers@gmail.com?
2 seconds. I'll check out my phone.
If you check it out there, you can either email Gav direct or Gav will get it off of the YouTube comment. The thing is, I know he's not very well at the minute, so
lfcdaytrippers@gmail.com.
And then all he'll do is Gav will verify you are who you say you are, and then he'll get it out in the post to you.
Yeah, nice beanie.
That's all good.
Nice beanie before Christmas. Can't be bad. Right. Yeah. Brazil games just kicked off. Oh, just before you disappeared, Cameroon had a great chance right on halftime. It was a good save. Yeah, header down. Good save by Edison. So
But this game is kicked back off again, 2-2. And I didn't see any changes at halftime. I don't think there have been any. So
I'll just check. I didn't say we were too busy talking about. Oh, we were talking about women's football. Who we think's been good? Who we think's been crap in the World Cup? Getting you to do a lot of work. It's been great.
Nice one, Clever.
Well,
congratulations for that, and thanks for being in the stream last night. It was really, really appreciated.
There's also rumor that some people put in the chat that you'd gone on strike because Gav wouldn't give you a new contract and you wanted more money. I said it's a vicious rumor. I can.
Yeah, I'm having words with my agent about all this gossip getting out at the minute.
Yeah. Well, I've heard a rumor that you're leaking it just to put pressure on Gav to give you a bigger contract.
Yeah, so
you want to go up to 6 cans a week, you said, in your payment structure.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I want one of those thingy toys that you screw onto the top of the can. I want the posh ones like everyone else, but no, I'm stuck with the mini cans. Although I got some in the fridge actually. Do you know what? I just hadn't had a mind for it this week. You get some weeks like that where it's like some weeks you're just like, yeah, you could rip right through them, but at the minute, I'll tell you what, just let the dog out, and my God, it's cold tonight.
Yeah. Kev is your.
That's back. It's all right.
My 84 is just gone funny. Kev is your agent, Rami. Abbas, you got the same agent as Salah.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing loads of eye emojis, and Kev sat there on the beach scrolling on Twitter going,
"Beach? What's that? Oh, that's a late one on Granit Xhaka.
Oh, that is a late one.
That is a late one. What's that?
Zielinski, that, isn't it? Oh, there's somebody down in the Brazil game as well. Don't know who it is. Let's have a look.
Just gotta get a cold drink.
Bloody hell. Oh, that's a funny landing. Doesn't look as bad. Fabinho's... No, not Fabinho. Alex Telles is down injured. He goes up for a header. And as he heads it clear, the Cameroon player just bumps into his hip and he just lands hip first. So I think he tweaked his back a bit. A bit of a late landing. Oh, Shaqiri! Oh, lovely! 3. Oh, no, Fuller. God, I keep getting him and Shaqiri mixed up. 3-2 to Switzerland, though. I would never make a commentator. I can't get half the players' names right. Kevin with Coutinho back now. Please don't. Please say it isn't so. Well, I can neither confirm or deny. Yeah, I thought that was Shaqiri's score, but it wasn't. It was Fuller, I think it was. Cracking finish. Absolutely brilliant finish. Let's wait for the replay of this. Missed the goal, Kev. 3-2, you missed the goal.
I know I missed the goal. What the hell?
And I got the fella's name wrong, so I thought it was Shaqiri. It's not, it's Full.
Bolo on it.
And Bowler as well there.
Lovely touch. Is that Freuler?
And Freuler's finish. That's a great finish by Freuler.
That's a lovely goal, that.
That's a
lovely team goal.
The little flick's brilliant.
This has been an absolute cracking game. It really has.
Vargas with the flick. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouted Shaqiri. I shouted Shaqiri what a goal and went, it's not even him. We've got a question for you. Someone wants to know, Kev, have you got a Coutinho back issue again? Please say it's not so. You in this
Coutinho back issue?
You keep walking off. Everyone thinks it's part of your negotiation tactics.
Not quite. I do have back issues, but I'll tell you, being sat in the kitchen here for like 2.5 hours, you still got real life stuff going on around you. So
yeah. Been a cracking game, this.
But that was a lovely goal. Really was.
Yeah.
Really good team goal. Switzerland again now.
Really good team goal that was. Oh.
That's an interesting shout there by Ben.
What's that?
You list off the USA team there: Weston McKennie, Serginho Dest, Tyler Adams.
Oh, Cameroon nearly scored. Oh, Christ, that's only just past the post.
That's a really good save by Ederson, is it? Does he get a hand on it? No, he doesn't.
No, it just gives it. That's a cracking effort. If that Baladi thinks he's better than Salah, isn't it?
Gio Reyna as well. All young players playing in big leagues. The first USA team with no MLS players. I'm not sure that's true. I think the squad does have a couple of MLS players in. I might be wrong on that, but
wasn't there an MLS player he came on for Argentina as well? I think that was the first time it happened.
Shut up, Steve. What's Steve in the chat getting cheeky? Told you that in confidence, my man.
At least Red Sea's having to go at you instead of me for a change.
Yeah, true. Looks like Marquinhos is coming on for Brazil.
Not a bad sub, is it? Yeah, tell us. Is it tell us again?
No, yeah, I'd imagine it'll be Marquinhos coming on for.
Well, there's a player down injured at the moment.
There's a player down injured.
You missed it before. There's a cross came in, and
Tellus goes. Right.
Yeah, Tellus goes to head it, and as he goes to head it, he gets caught on the hip. And he lands back first. It's quite an awkward fall.
And it's one position on the pitch that can't really afford to lose anyone, to be fair.
Yeah. He's not really been he's been down for it. He's not been right since he did it. But yeah, he sort of landed hip and like lower back first. I think he's twisted something. He doesn't seem quite right. But the positive side, it wasn't a Liverpool player, so we're okay. Fabinho was late to it, so it's all right. Nothing new there.
One sec.
There we go. So it's back with the Serbia keeper. I think Serbia's going to try and play this out again. Oh, that's a late. That looks late.
It's late, but I don't think it's anything more than maybe a yellow card.
Yeah, it's not studs up or anything like that.
No. That's such a lovely layoff for that. It's a really tidy finish as well.
Is that the same lad who was at QPR, the flick, Vargas? Very young, when he's very young. You know, that QPR side that went down under, I think it was when Rodgers was manager.
I don't know.
Sure, I'll have to Google it now. Because it was a proper left field sign for QPR. I think, that's good.
Yeah, well, Serbia have to get two. They're back in a situation they have to get two. You know, it's win or nothing.
Might be a different Vargas, possibly.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but
no, it's not him. This guy's at Augsburg. Maybe it's the Chilean Vargas.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, let's go into it. Clubs.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't him either. Don't know what I'm thinking of. I'll remember it later.
Oh. I'm not sure what else Serbia can do even off the bench. I don't know if there's many changes they can make.
Look at the bench.
That's another foul. Surely that's a bad tackle again on Tadic from Granit Xhaka.
I think he's going to books for that.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that you.
So where his ankle band as well. With that. They should bring on Marko Grujic.
I don't think he was booked for it. Was he booked?
Yeah, I think he was.
Well, someone in the chat. You're making some changes here now.
Jovic, that's not handy for to bring on.
Jovic, but who's coming off? Vlahovic, I think.
That's got to be a fit. That's got to be a fitness thing, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, Gudej is coming onto midfield and Jovic up front. Vlahovic that's his first start of the tournament, so
yeah,
giving him 55 minutes. And to be fair, he hasn't, apart from the goal,
he's been quiet.
He has been quiet.
Should bring on Marko Grujic just for us.
It's a lovely flick on, nice touch, and cleared away by the Swiss. Brazil look like they're just managing this game, managing themselves really through it.
I will say for Switzerland, Switzerland always seem to do pretty well in World Cups. They always seem to get to knockout stages.
Yeah. They're an efficient side with some good players.
They're always an awkward side that you always like. If you get like, it's a bit like it's a game you win. It's like, I could do without this.
Yeah, well, Pavlovic is after picking up or Papic, is it? No.
Hey, surprisingly, there's only 3 yellows in the Cameroon game. It felt like every time we looked up, someone was getting booked.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of with the Cameroon game it was a spate of a few minutes.
Yeah. So Brazil have made 3 changes on the 55 minutes. Marquinhos on for Tellez.
That's a nice save off of Martinelli by the Cameroon keeper. It's gone out for a corner.
Ramirez for Fred, and Rodrigo's got off for Everton Ribeiro. So, if you would change that, I don't think Cameroon have made a change yet. Let me have a quick check. Nope, Cameroon have yet to make a change.
It's a free kick here for the Swiss. You'd think one more goal here for the Swiss, and that'll be enough.
What save! Oh, well done. So, shot right at the Cameroon keeper, which he manages to spill.
I've just seen it.
Looks like it's creeping in, and then he managed to tip it around the post. So he made the most of a bit of a mess up there, really. Second save's really good.
Wonder if Shaqiri fancies a dig from out here.
Yeah.
It's a long way out, but you wouldn't put it past him, imagine. Oh, I love the touch in for Gibraltar. It's back to flick into the far post. Shot. Over the top.
How's he missed from there?
Angolo.
Oh, that's a shocking miss, man.
Oh man, that was easier to score.
Yeah. You'd have put
was he onside? Was he onside?
You'd have put money in us.
Just.
Oh, I don't know. I think the shoulder might put him just off.
I think he had to go higher. I get the fact that he had to go over the keeper.
Oh, another good save. Cameroon's keeper. This time from Anthony.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tame one. That's a camera one, really. That's a weak shot. Yeah. But free kick here for Serbia. 57 minutes gone. They need to do something here because they need to get a brace. So,
come on, Cameroon, get a goal, make it really interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite on the Lukaku level, but that's a lovely. Oh, a lovely ball into the box. You had to attack that.
Oh, that's terrible. Zielinski should go for that. No, he's not. I was going to say, he's not afraid of a goal or two, is he? No, it's just ahead of it.
Yeah, so Milinkovic-Savic was the closest one to it, and it was just away from him. But the Swiss are starting to look. I mean, look how much space is there for Shaq on the counter. What a nice switch there from Rodriguez. Shaq takes it on the run.
He's just a little bit ahead of me there. Yeah, it's a terrible touch though. You should do better with that.
It was a lovely switch of play to find him. But with the system that Serbia are playing with that back through, that switch is on all the time.
I would still like someone like a Shaq in our squad, just one who could stay fit. It wouldn't start every week for you, but he'd just be a handy one to drop in now and again. Sort of.
That's why I like Mohammed Kudus, because I think he's got the potential to be. I think he's got the potential to become a starter. But you find him early, you get him in.
Save.
He's one that you can drop in and out the squad. You know, you can.
That's a free kick to Cameroon, that.
But I don't think he'd go cheap. I think he'd be up and around the 35 to 40 million pound mark. I think he's probably got
to be fair,
written all over him.
The other thing is, though, 35 to 40 million, that used to be what Liverpool made their sort of smart signings.
Yeah, but that fee now tends to be like 50, 55 million. It's just the way football has evolved. You know, it's like your 25 million pound players now are 30, 35 million pound players, and so on and so forth.
Shaq, big switch. Not quite.
There's no need to leave anything on the keeper now unless you want to try and wind them up. There's no need of it. You know, just manage the game.
Looks a bit scary, that keeper as well. I've got the one upset.
Looks a proper biker, he is.
If he says jump, you go, yes, sir. God.
Look at the switch. Look how much space Kostic is in out here. That had to come out faster to him. It's a lovely, lovely cross in to find him. Jovic. Back into the box.
Oh, good touch.
Shot and over.
I thought Mitrovic was going to try and pull on over a kick out then.
It was a good ball. It was just a deep cross. It needed someone on the penalty spot, really.
Yeah. Shame for Jobs. He went really off the boil after he went to Madrid. It never really happened for him there, did it?
You find an awful lot of players like that, though. You know, that move from a good club to a real top club, it can be too much, especially if you're a young player. And going into that Madrid dressing room would have been a massive, massive step.
Which is why I think someone like a Bellingham did well deciding to go to Dortmund, because he definitely had opportunities to go to perceived bigger clubs than Dortmund, and realised, but if I go to Dortmund, I'll play every week, I'll develop, and then probably back himself going, in a few years' time, those bigger clubs will still come back for me. But you'll have had all that.
That was the whole thing. That's the gamble. Yeah, that's the gamble, though.
Because it must be very hard as a footballer. If you take me Liverpool bias, if you have 17, 18 Man United knocking on the door for you, it's got to be very hard to go, I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to come back you'll want me in a few years when I'm ready. That's not an easy thing to turn down, because it might not happen for you. You go, that could be your one chance to play for.
But on the other hand, you look at someone like Reece Oxford, who was going to be the next big thing when he broke through at West Ham. He played really early and decided, no, I'll take the move, go abroad, and it just hasn't really worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, Zaha, similar thing happened. He did well. I think he went to United too young.
Yeah,
but he said that now in hindsight. But you look back and maybe he should have done one more year where he was.
Memphis Depay, another one.
Yeah, whereas now Memphis Depay would probably do quite well. Would do quite well for any top six side.
Any top side, yeah.
Yeah.
One sec.
Chipped up the field again. At the moment, I would say Switzerland look really comfortable at the moment. Cameroon, Brazil is still 0-0. I think Brazil have been knocking, but they're just about doing enough. Cameroon haven't seen too much as an attacking force. And Bumo's coming off. I think Nkulu's coming on for Cameroon, so I think it's their first sub of the game. Okay, Serbia just at the edge of the box here. Cross comes in, keeper smothers.
Yeah, the other game, just seen Brian Mbeumo coming off for Toko Akambi.
Yeah. What's up with Sommer for the Switzerland goal? Is he suspended?
I don't think so.
Because I saw he was on the bench, but he was greyed out. He had 3 players and it's greyed out. I didn't know if that's because he was suspended or injured.
I don't know if he's available or not, to be honest. I haven't really.
I just saw his name was on the bench, but it was like a grey out one, which don't.
Yeah, I think Serbia's big problem is taking injured players.
Mm.
And they had to gamble with someone like Vlahovic, but
I think you could afford to gamble with probably 2 with a 26-man squad.
Yeah,
I think there's extra 2 players you probably could afford to gamble. Look, England did the same, and Wales did the same. If it comes off, comes off. At the moment for England, they've not. They took Maddison and Walker and Phillips, who none of them are fully fit.
All over the top. No, referee's not giving that.
Get up.
Yeah.
It's a great pose.
Look, I think it was enough.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a great pose though for the not giving it. So...
it's not a good thing if Mitrovic has got cramp. 65 minutes in, if Mitrovic has a cramp, that's not a good thing. I'm going to have a look at it. Nice 1-2.
I would have just a bit of gamesmanship so he didn't get booked.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, his hand's up around his face and he pushes him. He's not looking at the ball.
It's how delayed the reaction afterwards, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. And as we've said a few times, contact doesn't always mean
But
penalty.
He's not defending the ball. He's not looking at the ball.
Which
he's
is what
the man.
Which is what they've said they'll give penalties for is if they're not looking at the ball. So,
look, I don't want to see penalties given for that. Don't get me wrong, I don't. But at the same time, if you're going to give them at corners and stuff, then be consistent.
Very true.
What's going on here? The Serbian players and bench are right up at the minute. They're right up. What the hell's going on?
Oh, somebody's on the
one of the sub goalkeeper has been booked. Hanson, how you doing? Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Please make sure you do that. It does help us out an awful lot. It really does help. But yeah, they can't be shouting for the penalty. They just can't be, because that's just a nonsense. But unless something was said to the players who were on the bench, I don't know.
Hang on, let me go on mute a second.
Yeah, the Serb keeper was booked. No big deal. But they'll get a hefty fine for this, for not controlling their players. But this surely can't be over the penalty, the non-penalty decision. It can't be. It looks like the Serbs want to make a change. But oh yeah, Tom, 100%. There's bad blood between these two.
Well, I think it might be Dean Ashton on commentary, which says a lot, really, because he's a man who doesn't like to be shouted at to do his job.
Coming off, that's not a good sign.
They didn't seem to know what it was about. They said they would assume it was shouting for a penalty. But
I don't. I think something might have been said by one of the Swiss players.
Yeah, I think so, because it wasn't the biggest penalty shout you've seen. It wasn't like
no, but they are getting they are at that stage now where they're desperate. They are desperate, and
there's 23 to go. So
yeah, as it stands at the minute, it's the Swiss going through, and I don't think that there's anything that can be done by anyone else. As it stands at the minute, even if Cameroon beat Brazil, they'd only be on 4 points. Currently, the Swiss are on 6.
But with the what's the goal difference?
There's a +2 goal difference between the two, but Brazil have the win over them. So,
does it do head-to-heads first, or does it do?
I'm not sure. But currently, as it stands, Switzerland have scored 4. I think it might go goals scored first.
Yeah, so
over the head-to-head. So at the minute, the Swiss.
Well, as it stands, Brazil have scored 3 goals, conceded none. Switzerland have scored 4, conceded 3.
Yeah, so there's a two-goal swing, and if Cameroon,
they need goal difference, then head-to-head. Chris Osin's telling me. So
no, if Cameroon scored, Brazil would be on 5 points or 4 points, but they'd still go through. Or else,
no, Brazil. If Cameroon scored, Brazil would be on 6 points.
6. They'd be on 6.
So, but they'd be on a goal of +2, and Switzerland would be on a goal.
There'd only be a goal in it.
So Switzerland, but I think if it's goal difference then head-to-head, Switzerland need to win 5-2 and hope Brazil hope Brazil lose 1-0.
Yeah, Shaq is never happy coming off, so I'm not too surprised at that.
No. To us, in some ways, I don't mind players not being happy coming off, because
but show your little 5 minutes of dissent, but that's it.
Yeah, you just look up annoyed coming off, for fuck's sake. But then you find it's the ones who, when they come out the carry and sulking off the bench, then you're taking it too far.
Yeah. Well, this is it now. As Archie said in the chat, Cameroon have got the game to 70 minutes. They're going to have to open up if they want to even give themselves a chance, because they have to score.
They do.
Yeah. They can't keep letting Brazil have soft possession. They have to do something. 20 minutes to go. you may as well lose 2 or 3-0 trying to score.
Anthony's
Rather
down,
than
grabbing
sit
his
back and
face.
get a draw.
No one's touched him. Good cross.
It's good play. As it can be.
Newcastle defender, that isn't it? Yeah, sure. Ex-teammates there as well.
Yeah. See, this is the thing with the Swiss, right? They don't have a superstar, but they do have a team of very good players. Decent, solid, good pros.
Shaq is probably still their biggest superstar, isn't it? Because of the clubs he's had and the
Granit Xhaka as well. Playing for Arsenal,
to be fair,
Premier League. But in general, they're good
I know what you
players.
mean. I know what you mean. There's not an out and out where you go. They'll go like a Haaland,
nice ball in
or something like that.
What can he do? Can he shift it? Nah, he's well defended. He just telegraphed. I may as well put a postage stamp on it.
Yeah, he needs
out to him. But Mbolo's had a good game.
Yeah, his hold-up play has been much better.
Yeah,
this half. That was probably a little bit of a weakness in the first half. But his hold-up play has been excellent. And
again, this is another group. I didn't pick the Swiss coming out of it. I honestly expected more from Serbia.
Deflection of the cross. Keeper should have that. Just about.
But 20 minutes to go. Switzerland 3, Serbia 2. 71 minutes gone on our clock.
Yeah, this been a good game. It's not been quite as much 2-game action as we had last night, though.
No, it needs a goal. It needs a Cameroon goal to really set this alight.
I was rightly pointed out. Switzerland also picked Italy, didn't they, to qualification? It's very rare. When was the last time Switzerland didn't qualify?
They qualify. They get there a lot.
Yeah.
There's Brazil got the ball into the box again, working the space, shot, and it's gone high, wide, and handsome from Bruno Guimaraes. To be honest, it's starting to look now a bit like Serbia getting desperate. They're just whipping crosses in. There's no real method to it. Where in the first half, they were attacking well down the left-hand side, creating overloads with Kostic and Tadic. Not so much in this half.
Oh, that's nice.
Was that Abubakar telling Fabinho that he doesn't rate Mo Salah? Fabinho just giving him a nice smile. That's nice.
Also, just sent me a picture from the weekend's game, and it's Olivia stood with Mel Lawley while she's getting ready to line up before the game starts. She looks absolutely made up.
Ah, that's brilliant. Just send me that after.
Yeah, awesome. It's a nice picture.
I don't know. I don't see Serbia getting back into this, but it only takes a second to score a goal. So one goal here, 3-3. The Swiss might get nervous, but whatever about conceding one, they just don't look. They look really comfortable, in what they're trying to do.
I'm hoping we have one of those mad 5 minutes where you see Cameroon scoring, you see Serbia scoring. We all go, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, all possible. You never know. We see it. Oh, pardon me. We seen it with Japan, didn't we?
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the watchalongs last night. They were great games last night.
That's a late tackle there in Mbolo. Man and ball. Has Dennis Zakaria come on for Switzerland?
Let me have a look.
I think he probably has, That's a good cut out. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I wasn't paying. I must admit. Yeah, he has. Yeah, came on. That's who came on for Shaq. We were all too concentrating on Shaq being all nappy.
That's literally horses for courses. They'll manage the game. He hasn't really. He hasn't hit the heights yet for Chelsea, but for me, I think he's a good player.
I mean, it's hard to hit the heights when you barely play as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have a, and the thing is, the manager with the change of manager, if you're not in the new manager's plans, then you might have to look for a move again.
Correct.
That's just life as a footballer.
Mm.
And in fairness, with the amount of money that Chelsea are spoofing at the minute,
They probably wouldn't mind. They wouldn't mind offloading.
At some point, they're going to have to start selling a couple of players here and there. The Serbs are getting nervous now. The Swiss are up for it. The Swiss are having a laugh in the crowds, but we saw how quickly that can change as well. Oh, for the sake of the game, come on, Serbia. Spread it now. Look.
Come on, Cameroon.
Open the pitch up. Do something.
It's too slow, the build of it.
Yeah.
It's giving Switzerland too much time to get back into formation, really.
I mean, they're comfortable enough. They're in their 2 banks of 4. And
Fuller's sort of playing as a bit of a floaty 10, so it's almost like a 4-5.
4-5-1, yeah.
Yeah.
And it might be a case that it's... I mean, that's not a free kick for me. That's 2 players jumping for the ball. That's not a free kick. Oh. You got to be stronger there.
I think it's called buying a free kick, that.
Yeah. They're always going to get given if the defender goes to ground like that. They're always going to get given, but it's Durich coming on. Yeah, I'm not sure what else they can do.
Bring Grujic just throw it on his head.
They're already in a back 3, so
and
I don't think they have fullbacks that can, overlap bomb on those type of players.
Does well again. He does well again here, Shaka. He's good at making sure he gets frees and all sorts. Chance for Cameroon there. Let's look.
Good shot, good save.
It
was a clean hit. Any kind of deflection, and you never know. That's actually good defending. The defender just got out the way, trusted Ederson to make the save.
Yeah, because the shot wasn't wide enough for it to really stretch him.
Hey, Sambosi, how you doing? Yep. Switzerland 3 and Serbia 2. Almost wasn't deflection. Yeah, he just got his foot out right out the way at the right time, It's just one of those. I mean, in fairness, it's an embarrassment of riches for Brazil in goal.
Oh, yeah.
You got Alisson and Ederson. 2 of the top 5 goalkeepers in world football. Not many countries have that kind of luxury. So the only one that comes close is probably Germany with Neuer and Ter Stegen.
And I think that's probably Neuer's last tournament as well. So I think
I think so. Yeah, I think so. That's a late one again, but it's just one of those you're trying to get the ball.
Yeah, it's not cynical, if you know what I mean.
No. But
corner for Cameroon.
Yeah, Shark can get up off the ground for that. There's nothing in that at all.
Guys, it probably hurt the Serb more than it hurt.
Yeah,
Shark.
He looked like he caught the studs right in the thighs, didn't he?
Yeah, sinking that.
Yeah, Hefferston was a good point there. Germany, you've got another keeper there named Trapp.
Yeah, Trapp's a decent keeper, actually. He was at PSG for a bit as well.
Leno at Fulham, another good keeper. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's an outstanding keeper, but he's a good keeper.
He's a good squad keeper, Sav.
Yeah.
Nah, it's clear.
They have an abundance of riches in certain positions, but
Cameroon
they've got too many players the wrong side of 30.
Oh, deflected, another corner for Cameroon. Your man telling you how good he is. It's your same fellow who thinks he's better than Suarez. Salah, sorry.
Abubakar.
That's him. Good job got the deflection. I don't think that shot was going anywhere near goal as well.
But 10 minutes to go now in both games.
Evening, Avo. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat.
Oh yeah, Avo, how's it going, man?
Good. Another terrible corner. Brazil should clear that. And they do.
Brazil are on the counter there. One ball. You had to play it there. You had to play it early. That was on.
Boubacar getting a booking for that. I mean, he had to take him out there, didn't he, really? Yeah. Make sure he can get in the box.
Yeah. One touch.
He's getting a high five of his mate for it. Well done.
If he takes the one touch and whips a cross in, he's got a chance. But it's a booking all day. It's not a red card.
No, there was too many back anyway.
Yeah, it looks like it's free kick for Switzerland on the edge of the box. Followed by Goodedge, I think you pronounce it. He just wrestles Simbola to the ground there.
It wasn't very subtle either, was it?
No. This is the kind of distance that I fancy Granit Xhaka from here.
This is where Shaqiri was still on the pitch as well.
Yeah, but Granit Xhaka is well capable from here.
Yeah, Shardo's got a few from this sort of reign as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, but not really free kicks. He's more like just have a dig from outside the box.
Between wonders he might try just tapping it to the side and letting him crack it.
Yeah, what are you putting a man down on the ground for? Nobody goes low over the... they're not going to do it. Mitrovic just got a booking as well now for gobbing off.
You say nobody does it, but the one time you don't do it is when this one does it.
But, you know what I mean? You've just got one less player now to mark someone on the line.
Yeah.
For me, if someone is lying on the floor, that means there's another player somewhere along that line free.
It's just one of those dumb things now, isn't it?
Yeah, I just...
You said what... I think Coutinho scored a couple for us doing that, didn't he?
Nah, side netting. Good effort from Akanji, above all players. Oh, no, was it Akanji or Gibraltar?
Yeah. No,
it was Akanji. It was Akanji. He just shifted outside the ball.
Nice effort.
Yeah, decent effort.
Just change the angle, yeah.
Yeah, nice bend on it. Just slightly off target. Cameroon are giving it socks now. They're loads of players forward.
Well, they have to now, don't they?
Brazil look like they're defending in a 4-2-4.
You get to that. I think Cameroon got to that point now going, there's 10 minutes to go. Yeah. Go down fighting now.
Brazil are going to want to win this. I think it was Oshin was saying earlier in the chat, nobody in any of the groups has got 9 points.
No, not yet.
That's unusual for a World Cup. You're always going to get 2 or 3 will just sail through their group with 3 wins.
I think it's helped that in nearly every game there's been something riding on the last game, whereas you may have watched enough World Cups where some of the third games they literally are like, it doesn't actually matter. This
is usually the bore fest.
This is where the squad players all get a run out.
Yeah, exactly. The last game is usually the run out. Bruno Guimaraes is down injured.
Yeah.
Rafinha, the ball across. That was actually... I don't think it was a naughty tackle. It was a hard tackle. Good play by Rafinha to get to the byline. Cuts the ball back.
Lovely step over. Let's see the tackle.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's a penalty.
No, I think he does enough.
I tell you what, it's in the I've seen him given category.
And they give the corner, so 10 corners to 3 for Brazil. And
yeah, Ben, there 3 teams on 7 points. It just goes to show the standard of football across the tournament. I don't think the top sides have gone away from anyone, but I think the others have dragged them back.
Yeah.
There's not been many hidings dished out. Costa Rica were given a hiding, all right, by Spain.
Do you think that's because of the short turnaround between the leagues finishing and this starting?
I think it's a combined thing. You've got an awful lot of players now for every country. You have experience of playing in the top 5 leagues. And more players are playing across European competitions, be it the Conference, the Europa League, or the Champions League. I just think you've got more experienced players, better drilled in competition football. Even when you look at the African nations, they've got a lot of good experience playing within the AFCON system as well as the qualifiers. There's
Yeah.
more the Asian qualifying as well. There's more players from Korea, Japan
Ooh.
playing in European leagues, getting better experience.
Good pressure on Edison then. Cameroon still got the ball though.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you on that one. But yeah, Brazil are being forced to work for it a bit here. But this is good for them because their squad is getting a proper run out.
Keeps them match sharp, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it keeps everyone involved.
The thing also for Cameroon is, although they've started to have a bit more of a go, nothing really that you would expect. Nothing that's really worked. The keeper, I would say.
That's a nice ball.
I can only think of one semi-difficult save he's made. And that was right at the end of the first half.
I'll be straight honest. I've only dipped in and out of it. I've just flicked my head over every now and again. I haven't really been focusing on it. This Serbia Switzerland game has been just as a standalone game. It's been a really good match.
Yeah, it's been really, really good.
It's been good quality all the way through. And just the right amount of snide and the right amount of bite in it to make it it's just short.
Ooh.
But 4 minutes to go now, and they've got to throw the kitchen sink at it, get a goal in the next minute or two, and then anything could happen. But the fact is, they need to.
Yeah, a couple saying Choupo-Moting to get the winner.
Yeah.
And then he does like a big goal, doesn't he? He likes a big move.
Oisin's saying there, Switzerland comfortable after 3-2. Serbia not really hurt them at all.
I think he's right.
Yeah, he is. But at the same time, there's been enough bite and intrigue in the game to make it interesting. And one goal could bring two. So it's always, and there is quality on the pitch. So it's not beyond the realms.
But also, the good thing is Switzerland haven't sat back and just going.
No, they haven't.
3-2. They are trying when the opportunity's there to try and push for a fourth. Because
you see it there. They've got 5-6 players in the Serbian half with 3 minutes to go. In a game, they're winning 3-2. So that's what you want to see. It looks like Dani Alves is going to get the 90 as well, which is good for him.
Especially if because in the right back off injured as well. The main right back. Oh, it's a terrible shot. Is that Gramet?
I think it's
Pedro is an awful shot. Turn spin, he just
he had to take
high wide hamster.
Yeah, he needed to take a touch there, and he had time.
Yeah,
he was probably slightly off balance, but
it was your Peter K. Abbott shot, that wasn't it? So it's what it looks like. Stojkovic.
Stojkovic, yeah.
Not that Stojkovic.
If they could, they would.
God, can you imagine him coming on now? Bloody hell.
It's what I mean.
To be fair, he'd be starting, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he was a proper player, man. I tell you, very underrated.
Can't believe Kev still not having it. You have all these streaming services like Netflix and all that. Or someone hasn't just bought the rights to Golazo and just said, just watch all of them from the start to finish. You'd have hours of fun watching that.
I'm surprised Channel 4 haven't done it. You wonder if they've lost it.
Oh, he's in. He's in. Oh, good save for the keeper. Spreads himself well there.
Just watching it now.
Someone's number 2's down for Serbia still. To be fair to the Serb, he's off his line really quickly.
That was a good ball out to the wing.
I think he might.
Kostic. Is it Kostic or has he gone off as well? No, it's not. It's number 16. It was really good goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's going to feel that one in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Follow through right into the studs.
Yeah, completely accidental, but still, that's going to sting.
Yeah. Oisin is saying there's 7 minutes of injury time.
Brazil games bang on the 90. It's still 0-0. I mean, to be fair, the bits I've seen, it's probably quite an entertaining 0-0. It's not been a dire game, I would say.
I mean, from the bits I have seen, Martinelli's done well. It looks like Martinelli's had a decent game.
All the good work seems to have come from him.
Arsenal have done really well with him. The fact that he's cost them nothing,
and they're tied down to a long contract.
Yeah, that's one in the bag. It's going to take a serious amount of money to get him out of there.
Plus, like we were saying before, for him, he's probably going, well, I've got into the Brazil squad and I'm playing regularly for Arsenal and I'm playing European football. And obviously, Arsenal's top of the league at the moment, but
yeah, I think the next step for someone like him is going to be playing, and this is where Arsenal have to front up really, is playing regular Champions League football.
Yeah.
There's 9 minutes injury time in the Cameroon-Brazil game.
Yeah. But at the moment, the only club I think that's doing that is City.
City and Liverpool, yeah.
Well, they said since City qualified for the Champions League proper, they've qualified every year, and no one else has done that since. We've only been doing it probably the last 4 or 5 years consistently. Before that, we were
very hit and miss with the Champions League.
And with no guarantee this year, the way we're currently playing. There's enough quality in that squad that they should wake up and do it. Avo, I don't know if you're on the wind up or you're just being a very naughty boy and giving it away. Oh, I've just seen what Avo. Kev, watch the other game. Forget the Switzerland game for a second.
Yeah, I've just flicked it over there now.
It's our mate that we were talking about.
It's a nice ball. Good hair. That's a great goal.
That's a great.
He's going to get sent off. He's going to get sent off. He's going to get a red card. He's going to get himself sent off.
Because is he already on a yellow?
He's already on a yellow.
What's he?
He's going to get himself sent off.
Oh, he is, yeah.
What a clown.
What a dickhead. Avo said, did say who for. I was like, yeah, well, you still give it away, Avo, you nutty boy.
What an absolute clown.
Let's watch this when he gets sent. He must get sent off now. Let's watch the red card. But Rigobert Song walked over to give him a hug as well.
Yeah. And he holded up to number 10, probably for Roger Miller, but it's like, look, he's going to get sent off. He knows he's getting sent off.
Yeah.
It's absolute dope.
Yeah. Look, it is the rule we all hate. Look, you can even see the refs. Look, you can tell the ref, he's like going, look, he's shaking out, I'm really sorry. I've got to send you off.
Yeah.
And refs hate that. Refs must hate doing that as well.
They must do, yeah. It was a lovely goal. Really good. Yeah. It was a really good goal.
But it's an absolute... I know it's hard, obviously we'll never know the feeling of scoring a goal in international games, but we all know it.
Yeah.
I suppose Cameroon Cameroon can't go through anyway, so maybe he's thinking, I don't give a shit, I'm not going to the next round anyway.
Well, this will put Cameroon on 4 points.
Let's put Serbia bottom.
Serbia bottom. Whoa! And bags.
Oh!
Linkovic and Granit Xhaka giving it socks.
Go on, lads. This is the best part.
Go on. Give it socks.
I've also watched the UFC commentary. Go on. Yeah. Choke him out.
This has been... Shaqiri went in with the head then.
Oh, he did. I think he's going to be in a...
Shaqiri went in with the head.
And look at Akanji. You can see Akanji action like... You can just see, what are you doing?
Yeah, Akanji is like, get away. VR will look at this. They'll just add the time back on it.
Because
Mitrovic is now going at Granit Xhaka.
I always think when players do this, like they button or something like that, I'm going, why are you going to do it in a VAR? Well, because they're going to catch you.
Yeah.
Well, you think they should catch you.
I mean, Mitrovic has to know better. I mean, I can understand the frustration. You know what I mean? They're going out, and they know they're going out, and there's nothing they can do about it.
And they're going out to a rival they don't want to lose to either. So I get that, but all this silliness.
Yeah,
James
Granit
Pearce.
Xhaka, I thought Granit Xhaka was booked earlier.
No, James Pearce. Love a red card there. A smile, a handshake, a tap on the back of the head from the ref as Abubakar just goes off.
There's a Cameroon player actually in the RT studios tonight as well. He's going to be loving it, but unfortunately, it's just not enough. They needed.
Come on, Swiss. Let's see the Swiss get another goal. This will make it really interesting then. But again, as it stands, Kev, we could actually see every group where not one team gets max points?
Well, yeah, no. As it stands now, nobody's getting max points. And this will definitely bruise the Brazilians' ego.
Yeah, definitely will.
Embolo's going off. He's had a really good game. Arguably man of the match tonight. Taking his goal really well.
Eto watching the game, looking very, very pensive. Not surprised. I think it's be a big win. This. I'm sure World Cup wins are help with your co-efficiency points and your position.
I don't think it makes much of an odds as for the African qualifications, mate.
No, I meant for I suppose seedings for World Cups. So I was thinking.
Yeah.
More nonsense here. What's going on? Did you notice that when they all started pushing the shoulder, as soon as the Serbian goalkeeper walked over, everyone went, "Oh, you're all right now. I'm all right. I don't want enough to do with you, mate." No,
I think the thing with Shaqiri and Liverpool is it wasn't the fact; it was the injuries coupled with the fact that Luka was ahead of him. He was never going to get a consistent amount of time and minutes on the pitch to build up a head of steam.
And you can rely on him because what Klopp would want to do is go, right, I'll plan for the next 5 games. I'll use Shaq for these 2 games. And within a week, you go, Shaq's pulled his calf. He's out for 6 weeks. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. But listen, Shaq was what he was. He was a really good squad option for us. And look, he'll always be remembered for he was part of that amazing Barcelona win.
Oh, yeah. And in fairness, we had it as one of the questions last night, that assist for Mo Salah.
I mean, he wasn't great. To be fair, he didn't have a great game in the Barca game.
No.
But he sets up the Genie goal. That's all you need.
Bobby, the Swiss are playing in white, Serbia playing in the red. Yeah, I agree with Oisin. A very professional job done. Once they took the lead back, they just managed the game really well. They held their...
Because there's nothing where you've gone like, oh, that's a good save, or they're hanging on here. You've just got to go... They've just kept them nicely at arm's length.
Yeah, I think frustration has definitely set in with Serbia, probably about 15 minutes ago.
And I think they played on Serbia's frustrations.
Yeah.
Because all this, them pushing and shoving and losing the Reds and all this sort of stuff, it's great for Switzerland because they will just eats up time.
Just taking minutes out of the game. I mean, you wonder how much more he's going to add on, but...
Matt's in the chat. Have I missed much? Oh, Matt, you've missed loads, mate. You've missed a really good game of football.
We're a little bit behind, Jose. We're about a minute behind, so if it's finished for you, it's finished all square, well, all up. But as it stands at the minute, the Swiss are going through. Credit to them, they've been the better side on the night. It was a great game to watch. It was a really good game to watch. Just like you get any 3-2 is going to be a great game to watch, but in the other game at the minute, Brazil are really going to try and get something back out of it. Marquinhos chested the ball down to Bruno Guimaraes. I think it's Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, it's just gone skied over the top.
Oh, it's a chance, I think, for them. I wonder how much added time is going to be in the Switzerland game because that melee took a few minutes to sort out, didn't it? That being shared.
Whoa, that was
high,
reckless.
He does have that in his game, doesn't he, Fabian Schär?
Well, Kostic on his trusted left foot, looking to put it into the box, and he's sat there to say, "Ref, what are you doing? Just get out of the way." Floated into the area, headed clear. And the Swiss are on the break. Don't think they've got the legs to go past. Nah, you ain't got the legs to go for it. That's Okafor, I think.
Cameroon beating Brazil 1-0, that full-time score. So another surprise result.
Oh, it's a massive shock. But the excuse will be trotted out. It's basically the Brazil reserves. They made 9 changes tonight. We're 9 minutes 41 seconds into 7 minutes of added on time. Ball comes in.
Last chance saloon.
Shot and gone wide. That should be that. It's goal kick.
Oh, that was their chance. That
Yeah.
Took the shot
Yeah,
on, but...
that's it, Rory. Every group went down to injury time. It's
because even the ones who were qualified, it was like, oh, we need a point for top spot.
Yeah. I mean, Brazil will be happy enough. They're in top spot. They've come through the group. It's gone full time in the Brazil game, and it's full time here as well. The Swiss are through. The Serbs are out. Surprise in the group for me. That is a surprise in the group for me.
Yeah, and Cameroon finished third.
Yeah,
as well. Switzerland didn't win it. Serbia didn't win a game. So all in all, it's been a
really good group phase, to be honest. We're 10 o'clock tonight. We're back for a roundup of all today's action. We'll definitely do a roundup of the groups and have a quick look forward to the knockout stages and see what's to come.
Yeah, but I've enjoyed that.
Yeah, and me. Oisin. Thanks to Oisin, Archie, Red Steve. Everyone who's got involved. Helps Eversign.
Yeah, no shirt swapping in this game. Then I was like, probably not.
Hanson is in the chat. Ben, Rory, Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, we've got 72 watching today, which is good.
Yeah, Thomas Partey, Jose Alva,
Ben.
Yeah, everyone who's gotten involved tonight in the chat. It's been absolutely brilliant. We really enjoyed having everyone getting involved. Trust us, we don't do commentary by X player passes to Y player, passes to A player.
It's two blokes. It's like two blokes chatting in a pub, isn't it?
It is pretty much. You guys are, there as well. So that's the whole point of it. Different league, different thing if you're commentating on a Premier League game because
we'd be a lot
you
more
will
tense.
know the players. You will,
and
know
also
the players.
Me and Kev will be a lot more tense.
Oh, good God. But we will definitely try one for a Liverpool game for the crack and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, listen anyway, guys. So it's 9:02. Join us again at 10 o'clock where Kevin, I think we're just going to do a review of all the groups, aren't we?
Yeah.
What surprise
we'll do a review of all the groups and then we'll preview what's to come with the knockout stages.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Cameroon and to Switzerland for their results tonight.
And Brazil qualified as well for the knockout stages, which is probably what is expected. But listen, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see. Me and Kev will see you in just under an hour. See you later.